How long did it take for you to realize that Marsau was married?
I'm not dumb. I realized it kind of like off the bat because everything he did was just so secretive. Like,
okay.
He wasn't trying to do nothing else, gonna charge his card or.
Oh, you paid attention to all of that?
Yeah, I do.
As a woman,
like
okay.
He literally just did. He made sure that it was not gonna be traceable to him. If he did do something for me, it had to come from somebody else. Whether it was money or I live in Birmingham, so he had to pay for me to come and visit. It had to come from somebody. So, he wasn't finna pay for it.
Yeah. So he would, like, somebody else would be sending you money or?
Yeah.
Picture this for a second. The cameras stop rolling, the lights dim, and the cast goes home. But the drama? Oh, the drama doesn't clock out. It follows them into their phones, their families, their bank accounts, and now, the courtroom. Because what started as slick comments, side eyes, and shady interviews has officially crossed a line nobody can ignore anymore. Martell Holt is no longer just talking. He's no longer just clapping back on social media or firing shots during confessionals. This time, he's doing something much bigger, something far more serious. He's taking legal action. And the targets? LaTisha Scott and Marsau Scott.
What was saying?
Oh.
Not about the gay stuff.
Oh.
What did Tisha say?
About Melody?
What did she say?
I guess if you guys watch the show, so Tisha also mentioned that certain things were edited out. Yeah, a lot of things was edited out.
The most of it
I don't even want to mention.
But it was mostly edited about me, Martell. What he was saying about me, that was edited out.
Yeah, that's what I was mad because Marsau was saying a lot of different things about Ariana or whatever. Something that's not true. So the thing is, when stuff is true, you bring
receipts.
You bring the evidence for it, which I can do it about every week.
Fans of Love and Marriage Huntsville have watched this feud slowly boil for years, but nobody expected it to explode like this. Accusations, denials, loyalty tests, and whispered secrets have all been part of the mix. But now, lawyers are involved. And when lawyers show up, everything changes. Reputations are on the line, careers are at risk, and secrets that were once hidden behind reality TV edits might finally come out. The big question is, what pushed Martell to this breaking point? And what happens when reality TV drama becomes real-life legal war?
I can bring it forward. The things that he said about Ariana, the allegations that he said about Ariana, and then the stuff that he said about me and Tisha said about me in terms of being.
And look at
listen, guys. I'm for the community. I love you guys. I love you, but I'm not.
To understand how we got here, you have to go back before the lawsuits, before the Instagram lives, before the explosive interviews. Martell Holt wasn't always painted as the villain.
And focused. And then those Scots had to take me out of my... they had to take me out of that.
Okay.
Out of my little comfort zone.
Once upon a time, he was one of the faces of ambition on Love and Marriage Huntsville, a successful businessman, a husband, a father, and someone who believed he was building something bigger than himself. Alongside Melody, Martell helped show what Black excellence, entrepreneurship, and family goals could look like on television. At least, that was the image. But cracks started to form. Behind the polished smiles and business meetings were personal choices that would come back to haunt him. Martell's infidelity became public, messy, and impossible to deny. His marriage fell apart under the weight of betrayal, embarrassment, and heartbreak. Fans judged him harshly, and many felt he brought the downfall on himself. Suddenly, Martell wasn't the golden boy anymore. He was the cautionary tale.
And my thing is like, I'm gonna let her tell her truth, whatever that is. And actually, that was all of it. And again, I was there. So you know when people tell the truth, they go break like me. I'm gonna bring forth the evidence. Stuff that Tisha said, stuff that Marsau said, it's not true. So that's when you go to court. When you say not alleged, so this when you go to court. So that's how you know people lying, okay? So I don't want nobody saying that, oh, Martell, you lying about this.
I bet we don't go to court from YouTube, from our YouTube. I bet we don't.
So only time I'm going to court is dealing with you know who, my ex.
Meanwhile, LaTisha and Marsau Scott were building their own brand as a power couple. Marsau, smooth-talking and confident, often positioned himself as the voice of logic. LaTisha stood firm as a woman who protected her home, her kids, and her name at all costs. Together, they appeared united, strategic, and unbothered by the chaos around them. But even then, viewers noticed tension, subtle digs, defensive moments, conversations that felt rehearsed instead of real. Martell and the Scotts were never exactly best friends, but the distance between them grew wider with each season. Old business issues, personal judgments, and lingering resentment began to stack up. What looked like playful shade turned into pointed attacks, and what seemed like reality TV entertainment slowly started feeling personal, very personal. Now, here's where things take a sharp turn. Because the drama didn't stay on the show, it spilled into interviews, social media, and rumor-filled conversations that spread like wildfire. Martell began making statements that suggested the Scotts weren't as innocent as they appeared. He hinted at past behaviors, questioned their integrity, and implied that things viewers didn't know were being buried on purpose. These weren't just petty insults. These were statements that could damage reputations. LaTisha didn't stay quiet. She pushed back hard, denying claims and defending her family with everything she had. Marsau, cool and calculated, made it clear he felt Martell had no credibility. From their perspective, Martell was a man projecting his own mistakes onto others, but from Martell's side, he felt attacked, disrespected, and painted as a liar when he claimed he was speaking truth. And then came the moment nobody can ignore. Martell reportedly decided that enough was enough. The words being said about him and the responses coming from LaTisha and Marsau crossed a line he says can't be uncrossed. This wasn't just reality TV banter anymore. In his eyes, this was defamation, damage to his name, harm to his business opportunities, harm to his ability to move forward. So, Martell did what many reality stars threaten, but few actually do. He lawyered up. Legal action is not a small move. It's expensive, stressful, and unpredictable. When someone chooses this route, it usually means they feel cornered. Martell has reportedly made it clear that he believes false statements were made, statements that painted him as a manipulator, a liar, and someone orchestrating chaos behind the scenes. He's standing firm in his claim that he has evidence, receipts, and proof to back up his position. But here's the twist. Once you step into a legal battle, you don't control the narrative anymore. The court does. That means text messages, phone records, timelines, and conversations could all be pulled into the light. And that's where things get scary for everyone involved. Because if Martell is forced to prove his case, he'll have to expose more than just words. He'll have to show intent. And that could open doors nobody wants opened. LaTisha and Marsau, on the other hand, appear confident. Their silence at certain moments speaks loudly. Some fans believe they're consulting lawyers of their own, choosing strategy over emotion. Others think they're standing back because they believe Martell's case won't hold up. To them, this may look like another attempt to stay relevant or flip the narrative. But don't get it twisted. Even confidence doesn't erase stress. Being named in legal action brings pressure into the home. Kids hear whispers, friends choose sides, business partners get nervous. Every public appearance becomes a potential headline. One wrong word can cost thousands. What makes this situation even heavier is Martell's history. Critics argue that his past behavior makes it hard to trust his version of events. They question why someone with such public mistakes should be believed now. But supporters say that just because someone messed up before doesn't mean they're lying forever. They believe Martell is tired of being the punching bag, tired of being blamed, and tired of feeling like others get a pass while he's dragged. And then there's the emotional toll. Martell has already lost his marriage, his family structure, and a lot of public support. Being painted as the villain over and over can wear a person down. Taking legal action may be his way of reclaiming power, control, and dignity. It's not just about winning, it's about being heard. For LaTisha, this hits deeply too. She's built her image around strength, faith, and family. Any suggestion that her past or her marriage isn't clean threatens everything she stands for. Marsau, known for his confidence, now has to protect his name, not just on TV, but in legal documents that don't care about charm or editing. This feud has moved far beyond entertainment. It's affecting mental health, finances, and futures, and fans are split right down the middle. Some see Martell as a man finally standing up for himself. Others see him as someone stirring chaos to distract from his own issues. The Scotts have supporters who admire their composure, but critics who believe silence can sometimes hide guilt. So what happens next? If this legal action moves forward, discovery alone could shake the foundation of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Cast members could be questioned, producers could be involved, old footage might be re-examined. Things said casually on camera could suddenly matter in ways nobody expected. And if the case falls apart, that could damage Martell even more, reinforcing the narrative that he cries wolf. But if he wins, or even forces a settlement, it could flip the entire power dynamic of the show. Suddenly, the man everyone doubted becomes the one who forced accountability. At the heart of it all, this is a story about pride, pain, and perception, about what happens when people feel cornered and choose different paths to fight back. Some use silence, some use words, and some use the law. No matter how this ends, one thing is clear. The line between reality TV and real life has officially disappeared. This isn't just drama for ratings anymore. This is real money, real consequences, and real emotions. And once the courtroom doors open, there's no script, no retakes, and no hiding behind edits. So the question now is simple, but the answer won't be. Is Martell Holt exposing the truth or digging a deeper hole for himself? Are LaTisha and Marsau Scott calm because they're innocent or because they're prepared? And when the dust finally settles, who will still be standing with their reputation intact? Because in this world, silence can be strategic, words can be weapons, and legal papers can change everything. And one thing's for sure, this feud is far from over.